Contract drama at Celtic. A Rangers fan favorite eyeing the exit. A billionaire wildcard jumps into the Ibrox takeover battle. And Andy Walker sends the internet in the meltdown with one of the strangest claims about Celtic fans you'll hear all season. And don't forget, we're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit that mark, we're giving away a shirt of your favorite SPFL team to one lucky subscriber. So hit that subscribe button, drop your team in the comments, and let's dive in. Greg Taylor's situation at Celtic has taken yet another twist, and it's starting to feel like this saga just won't go away. For months, the talk was that the left back will be heading out the door in the summer. With his contract winding down and Kieran Tierney constantly linked with a return to Parkhead, it looked like a changing of the guard was coming. But then Taylor went and put in a man-of-the-match performance against Kilmarnock, and Brendan Rodgers came out swinging in his defense. Suddenly, there's fresh life in the idea of Taylor sticking around. And right on cue, the rumors about contract talks and wage demands have started flying again. One claim doing the rounds was that Taylor is holding out for £25,000 a week to stay at Celtic. A hefty figure, no doubt. But Clyde One presenter Gordon Duncan, who also works with Sky Sports, has come out and poured cold water on that. He said flat out that he doesn't believe the number is accurate. He admitted he doesn't know the exact figure, but was clear that what's being reported isn't what he's hearing behind the scenes. So now the conversation shifts. If it's not about money, what's the holdup? Is it playing time? Is it the looming shadow of Kieran Tierney? Is Taylor ready to play second fiddle, or is he backing himself to keep the starting spot? Former striker Gordon Dalziel thinks Celtic should absolutely sit down with Taylor and make something work. He highlighted how valuable the fullback has been, even if he catches flack from fans in big matches. Dalziel was clear Celtic need depth, especially in a season packed with Champions League and domestic fixture. And Taylor is the kind of player who can be relied on when called upon. If Kieran Tierney does return, should Celtic fight to keep Greg Taylor as a squad player, or is it time to move on and aim for a full reset at left back? Nicolas Raskin might be in the form of his life at Rangers, but the Belgian midfielder has made no secret of where his heart truly lies. After 2.5 seasons at Ibrox, he's finally becoming the player the fans hope for, buzzing about midfield, snapping into tackles, and giving Rangers a real edge in the engine room. But as his stock rises, so do the reminders that Glasgow may not be his final stop. This season, Raskin finally broke into the Belgian national team, starting against Ukraine and getting rave reviews. And while pulling on the red of Belgium is a proud moment, Raskin insists one memory means even more scoring in the old firm at Parkhead. That goal, flicked into the far corner from a James Tavernier delivery, silenced the stadium and lit up the away end. Raskin said it best: "You can just hear your fans. Those are memories you'll keep for life." But here's where things get emotional. Despite everything he's doing at Ibrox, Raskin's dream is to return to his boyhood club, Standard Liège. He admitted he still watches all their games, keeps in touch with players, and turned down other Belgian clubs in the past because he wants to go back to that club and no other. Standard, he said, will always be his favorite club. That doesn't mean an exit is around the corner, but it does plant the seed. Rangers fans are seeing Raskin at his best and also hearing loud and clear that his long-term vision is elsewhere. Loyalty to his roots? Fair enough, but it raises questions about how long he'll be in Glasgow and what the club's next move should be. Should Rangers build around Raskin knowing he's already thinking about his next move, or is it time to cash in while his value's high and find someone fully committed to the badge? The Rangers takeover saga has just taken a wild turn, and it's got fans buzzing from Govan to Godham. With Parag Maratha's 49ers Enterprises and American insurance mogul Andrew Kavanagh pushing to seize 51% control of Rangers, the dream of a full-scale Ibrox overhaul felt like it was finally within reach. Bigger budgets, a modernized structure, a squad that could actually push for domestic dominance. But now, talks have stalled, resistance has crept in, and the Americans are suddenly facing a far trickier game off the pitch than they expected. Enter Sandy Easdale, a name that raises eyebrows in Glasgow. Worth over £1.4 billion, the former Ibrox director has stepped out of the shadows to buy up another 4 million shares, pushing his total close to 10 million. That's just over 2% of the club. And while it might sound small, in this fractured ownership structure, it could be enough to swing the entire deal. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Easdale's past involvement with Rangers was anything but popular, and a lot of fans still don't trust him. But right now, he's backing the takeover and voicing the same message many supporters are screaming: this club needs modernizing. If Easdale's support tips the balance and gets this thing across the line, Ibrox could look unrecognizable by the time the 2025-26 season kicks off. The numbers don't lie. With shareholdings spread across names like Dave King, Douglas Park, George Taylor, and others, convincing enough of them to sell has been the key obstacle. But if Easdale is all in, and Moravi and Kavanagh can rally the rest, Rangers could finally see the kind of structural reset that turns ambition into results. Of course, it all comes with risk. More money doesn't always mean better football, and bringing Easdale back into the picture, that's bound to split opinion. If Sandy Easdale helps make this takeover happen, would you welcome him back for the sake of progress, or is it too dangerous to trust the future of Rangers to someone fans once wanted nowhere near the club? Andy Walker has gone and stirred the pot this week with one of the more questionable takes in recent memory. According to the former Celtic striker, a lot of Celtic supporters want to see a stronger Rangers. That's right. Apparently, watching their biggest rivals crumble under pressure while Celtic storm toward a fourth consecutive title and another possible domestic treble just isn't entertaining enough anymore. Walker claimed on Go Radio that he's spoken to plenty of Celtic fans who missed the drama of a real title race. He pointed to last season, when things were tight for a while and Rangers were briefly favorites, saying the excitement of that made winning the league even sweeter. This year, though, Celtic have skated it, while Rangers have been very average, and apparently that's left some fans feeling a bit bored. Now, let's be honest here. Celtic fans love winning trophies, and they love watching Rangers struggle. The idea that they'd rather have Rangers performing better just for the sake of competition, that's not exactly the dominant view you'll find on the terraces at Parkhead. Even more bizarre, James McPake chimed in saying Brendan Rodgers himself would want a stronger Rangers to push his team harder. As if Rodgers is sitting at Lennoxtown wishing things were more stressful. Nonsense. The man's about to wrap up a league title with games to spare and has a chance at another treble. He's not losing sleep over a quiet year from Ibrox. And let's not forget Noah was making these sorts of arguments in the 90s when Rangers were hoovering up every trophy in sight and Celtic were struggling just to stay in the fight. Back then, no pundit was calling for a stronger Celtic for the good of Scottish football. This isn't about needing a strong Rangers. It's about wanting any real challenge. Aberdeen showed flashes, hearts have stirred a bit, but no one's truly stepped up. And while that's a problem for the league's competitiveness, it's got nothing to do with a supposed longing for Rangers to rise again. Do Celtic fans actually want a stronger Rangers? Or is this just ex-players and pundits trying to romanticize a rivalry while ignoring what the fans truly enjoy? Domination and bragging rights? And don't forget, we're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit that mark, we're giving away a shirt of your favorite SPFL team to one lucky subscriber. So hit that subscribe button, drop your team in the comments, don't forget to leave a like on the video. I post videos every day talking about our Scottish football. See you soon.